to show my guests this. This is very, very, very cool. I just want to get my binos on. I cannot even begin to explain to you how excited I am right now. Yeah, it looks like a mamba. Hey, Sense. Sense, I don't know if you just want to go to the bottom of the tree there and just show them how the... Can you everybody hear them chittering away? Can we hear that alarm call? Amazing. Interesting, because that snake must have been at the bottom of the tree on the ground, and then there must have at one point been something like 30 dwarf mongoose. There's even one that's trying to climb up a little bit. Senzo, can you see there on the stump on the bottom? Yeah, fantastic, thank you so much. And it's interesting because they're not necessarily going to... I've never seen dwarf mongoose climb a tree. I've seen slender mongoose climb up far up into a tree, sort of several meters, and start eating off of an old leopard kill. So I know they can get up there, but the thing is that boomslang is very adept at hunting birds, and is very adept at hunting birds from within a tree. So yes, they've chased it up there, and yes, they are fully capable of killing it. But oh look, it's is that the head coming down there, Sense? There's the tail. There's the head. Yeah, there's the head. So he's also repositioning himself a bit to see if maybe he can get a snack there. Look, the mamba can possibly kill the mongoose. The mongoose can definitely kill them. I actually think I've misidentified this snake. I'm sorry. Just Calamity Jane. Yeah. I just want to triple check. For some reason on the monitor, it looked like it was a cobra for a second, but I'm gonna yeah, thanks, Curse. I'm also gonna stick with my black mamba. Sorry, my excitement levels are just over the moon. No, definitely, you can see those eyes, definitely hunting for birds. It is a mamba. And now that I'm looking, it's maneuvered itself so that I can see. I would say it's probably about 2 meters long, so about 6 foot, and yes, it definitely can kill the mongoose, but the mongoose in that big group, what they were doing is sort of mobbing it. They're very capable of killing that mamba itself. Now they've moved off, and they've gone back to this termite mound that's behind us here, but you can see there's still a few sentries that are keeping an eye on it. It's hard. They keep moving very quickly, back and front and back and front. I think let's stick with our black mamba for now, because it's not something we get to see every day. And it is a beautiful, beautiful snake. Well, all snakes are beautiful. I'm absolutely enthralled with this sighting. The action has died down, and they've gone to the safety of their termite mounds behind us. I'll show it to you a little bit later, but I mean, just catch an idea of how quickly this mamba can move inside of this combretum. It's able to maneuver itself in such a way that it's never really entangled. It's always got an opportunity to possibly hunt. Absolutely stunning. I'm so excited right now. Joy, you're asking, are boomslangs the same as a mamba? A boomslang is also an arboreal hunting snake, so also a snake that has sort of binocular vision eyes, I think is the word I'm looking to find at the moment, and will eat, birds and birds' eggs and things like that. So they have similar hunting techniques, but it is a different snake. This mamba has neurotoxin venoms. This mamba, if it bites you, you have between 20 minutes and 4 hours to get to hospital to get anti-venom. Boomslang has hemotoxic venom, so the neurotoxins shut down your nervous system and you stop being able to breathe, pretty much. Hemotoxin venom refuses to let your blood clot, and so it just runs and runs and runs and runs. You have much longer time to get to the hospital then, and then they do several days of transfusions, and then you're fine. Also, with the boomslang, the fangs are hinged backwards, so to get a boomslang to bite you, you have to sort of pick it up and twirl it around and bang it about. The reason why it has those backward fangs is when it bites a bird, when the bird tries to fly away, then the bird gets stuck on the backward facing fangs, and then it can inject its venom, and then it's easier for it to not only kill its prey, but also to swallow its prey. Now, for the life of me right now, I cannot remember if the mamba is fixed front fang or hinged front fanged. If there's anyone that is watching that can help my slightly addled brain at the moment remember what it's trying to remember, that would be fantastic. I'm sorry, I'm still just so excited that we managed to catch that whole scenario, or most of that scenario, on camera. So now the snake has figured out that the mongoose are gone. It is now coming down the tree. And again, so quickly. I'll be interested to see which direction it goes in. Now you can really see that speed and how it functions. You can also now see the length really well. Senzo, do you agree? About 2 meters, hey? Yeah. It's a long one. The biggest one I've ever seen is 4 meters. So this is half the size of the biggest one I've ever seen. And this one will get bigger. It will also get much thicker. Sens is doing an amazing job trying to keep an eye on it as it moves through the grass. I don't want to move our vehicle too much. The direction that it seems to be heading seems like it wants to come out into this little bit of an open area, possibly. I can just see its head poking out now at about our 3 o'clock. You got it there, Sens? All right, and so we're going to get a really nice view, hopefully, of this mamba and the full length of it. Yeah, it is moving fast, Senzo. So it's going to come, we've got an impala midden that's just to our right, and it's going to come there. Perfect. I mean, look how well they blend in. And just to give you guys an idea, so obviously every time Senzo has to move the camera, it needs to focus so that we can see. But because the snake is moving so quickly, it's actually a very difficult skill that Senz is doing at the moment. I mean, look at the size of this snake. All right, we're not going to be able to, I do have to move now because of where it's moving. I'm going to do my best to not ruin our visual too much. Come, Wendy, come. I want to see if we can manage to stay with it for as long as possible. See how it raised its body there a little bit? They can raise their bodies 2/3 of their own of its own body length. It's going to go up into that little bit of brush. I'm just going to reposition again. This is really special. Dos Santos, are you asking, do birds hunt the black mamba? Was that the question, Kirst? So I've seen gray-headed bushshrike and orange-breasted bushshrike catching snakes. I've never seen them catching something like this mamba. Snake eagles will definitely catch a snake. And what's very interesting about snake eagles is that they don't have feathers on their legs, so that when they do go for something like... Okay, sorry, Senzo's just telling me it's going to the termite mound where these dwarf mongoose were. Sorry, Dos Santos, give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Can you see it, Senz? Okay, sorry, I'm just positioning. There we go. Thank you, Senzo. So that when they catch something like this mamba, or possibly I've seen quite a bit with the puff adders, they catch it and then they don't kill it right away, and they fly up on the wing and start eating it, especially black-breasted snake eagle, eating it on the wing like that, so that while the snake's still alive, if it bites them, it bites those scales and the venom is not injected into them. Sense, do you have it now? Ivan, thank you so much. It's fixed front hollowed fangs. Yeah, the fangs are hollow indeed, so fixed front fangs. Thank you so much for double checking me on that. It's going into the road. It's decided not to go towards... Oh, I'm not going to move. Sorry, Sen. Sorry. I was just thinking about the aerial there. Look, look, look. It basically, the entire length of the road is the length of that snake. You can hear the birds starting to alarm call now. Because of that snake. And it's decided, nope, too much alarm calls, too much going on. It is out of here. Oh, everyone, fantastic. Senzo, thank you. Everyone, thank you. That was an epic, epic, epic sighting. I fully enjoyed that. I hope you all enjoyed that as well. That was beyond